I saw new colors in your eyes, a world so vibrant and alive, like fireflies in late July. You crashed into me ever bright, and you are my morning light. You wake my heart to life. You shine like summer skies. You light up my darkest night.
I'd like to welcome everybody here to witness the marriage of Lane Aaron Taylor and Emily Ann Kohler. This is an extremely special time in their lives, probably one of the most special times they'll ever have. And they want me to let you know how blessed they feel to have you all here to witness this. If you would, let us pray. Lord, thank you for gathering everyone here today to witness this special occasion. We ask that you help Lane and Emily to always remember the strong love they share, and also help them understand that compromise is the key to a successful future as husband and wife, and that the joining of these two will diminish neither, but strengthen both.
Morning light, show me the way home, I'll be fine. Now that you're next to me, don't let go. I'll never leave your side.
I'm so happy how this beautiful day turned out. Lane, I couldn't have asked for a better man to marry my daughter. I think since she was 3 years old, she's dreamed of this day, and you're making all her wishes come true. But I just want you to know I love you both, and you're letting my daughter live her fairy tale. Congratulations, and I love you both so much.
You wake my heart to life. You shine like summer skies. You light up my darkest night.
Emily, Lane, I am just so proud to be here. I am so excited for the two of you to live the rest of your lives happily ever after, and just enjoy this day and the rest of your lives. Love you guys.
I've been searching my whole life for you, never knowing where it'd lead me to. You brought me to a place I never knew. For the first time I can finally see that every path has led me straight to
When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart, when the ones whose eyes you gaze into give your hopes and dreams their start, When the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight, and the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right. When the one whom you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you found the one and only love you'll share your whole life through. Well, Lane and Emily are both 2014 graduates of Azle, but their story actually starts in 2011 when Lane, as a high school freshman at 15 years old, pointed to this girl and said, "Emily Kohler is the girl I'm going to marry." So, you would think that this is going to start out as a high school sweetheart story, but that's definitely not the case because they never dated in high school. They both got out of high school. Emily went to Texas A&M. Lane went to serve his country in the United States Air Force, and they didn't see each other for 5 years until fate showed up. When Emily heard his best man speech, it was the first time they'd seen each other in 5 years, and that was what really got Emily going on Lane. They spent every minute together until it was time for Lane to go back to Japan where he was stationed at the time. That's where the story could have ended, but that's not the way it happened. They found a way to date. They dated on FaceTime, texts, phone calls. They talked to each other almost every day. It was a pretty remarkable story. And they didn't see each other again until Emily went to Japan. Then Emily came home, and it was time to go back to FaceTime dating. That became the norm until Lane went to Alaska. Emily got to go to Alaska, and they got to witness the beauty of Alaska together. And then, once again, Emily came home and is back to FaceTime dating. That went on for about a year until Lane was transferred to Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. And about that time, they figured, you know, we've got this long distance relationship down. We know how to do this. Well, we think it's time that we figure out if we're going to be compatible and spend some time together. And so with that being the idea, Emily quit her job at the Houston Texans. She moved to New Mexico, and once they moved back to Texas when Lane was out of his military service, they took a 7,000-mile cross-country national park tour. So 7,000 miles together in a car and a travel trailer. They figured out the compatibility question. Their life together has been basically one adventure after another, and I hope that's the case for their entire life together, that they continue those adventures, because that's a lot of the fun part of marriage. Emily and Lane, do you, with your family and friends as your witnesses, present yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be joined in marriage?
We do.
Will you promise to care for each other in the joys and sorrows of life and share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your life together?
We will.
Okay, Lane, please repeat after me.
I, Lane, take you, Emily, to be my wedded wife.
I, Emily, take you, Lane, to be my wedded husband.
I give you my promise to stay by your side.
In sickness and in health.
And in joy and in sorrow.
As well as through the good times and the bad.
I promise to love you without reservation.
Comfort you in times of distress. Encourage you to achieve all your goals.
Laugh with you and cry with you. Grow with you in mind and spirit.
Always be open and honest with you.
And cherish you for as long as we both shall live.
And cherish you for as long as we both shall live.
Well, Emily and Lane have chosen to seal their vows by exchanging rings. The circular shape of the ring is a symbol that shows some things never end. Lane, take this ring and place it on Emily's finger.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my never-ending love and my faithfulness to you.
Emily, please take this ring and place it on Lane's finger.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my never-ending love and my faithfulness to you.
And with that, by the power vested in me by the state of Texas, I now pronounce and declare you married. Emily and Lane, you may now have your first kiss as husband and wife. Okay, friends and family, I'd like to introduce you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Lane Taylor.
Just to see the sun. With every possibility, you're making all of me undone. Not so sure yet, but I think that I might. Nothing to your body as you sway on the backseat of my bike. Sliding down a rainbow of emotions. I might fade and pray that you don't notice. Kick up my shoes, it's plain to see. I tear about the thought of you and me. Wish I was, but
Congratulations, Emily and Lane. I love you both so much. Emily, you're so beautiful and even more beautiful on the inside. I didn't think I'd ever meet someone that deserves you, and then I met Lane. You both are just such a beautiful couple. I'm blessed to have you in my life. Congratulations.
I want it all last. Feels like it's been forever, like we've done this in the past. Kick up my shoes, it's plain to see I did about the thought of you and me. Wish I was, but I'm not pretending. I'm just a sucker for a happy
big sister ever. I love y'all so much.
Emily, thank you for finally taking Lane away from me. I've had to deal with him for way too long now, and I am so happy that y'all are together and y'all are finally getting married. Love you.
Emily and Lane, we are so happy for you and really excited for the future so our kiddos can grow up together and we wouldn't want to spend it with anybody else. We love you guys.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brandon, Lane's cousin. He has always been like a built-in best friend. We have spent a lot of time growing up getting into trouble. Just ask him about the times we've got our butts kicked down at stockyards. We've got a lot of scars to prove of it. I never thought I'd see the day when Lane would settle down, so congratulations, Emily. Everyone raised their glasses and helped me cheers to the new Mr. and Mrs. Lane Taylor and their growing family.
As most of y'all know, Anna, her little sister. I want to thank all of y'all for being here for Emily and Lane. So many of you have pitched in and helped make this special day perfect. My sister is one of the hardest working people that I know. Emily being the oldest, she has been an awesome role model to me. She is so creative and makes every occasion special. We fight and argue like most siblings do, but when I have been at my lowest points, she has always been there to lift me up and offer me some good advice, even though she always told me and everyone that I was adopted growing up. We are so blessed when Lane decided he could put up with all these girls. We are a super close family and spend a lot of time together, and he has become a big part of it. I'm so happy I'm going to finally have a brother. Thank you for loving my sister. Emily and Lane are perfect for each other. You can be around Emily and Lane and just tell how much they love each other. This is what true love looks like, and I will always look up to it. I love you both, and I wish you a lifetime of happiness and new adventures. I want to cheers to Emily and Lane. May God bless you and you begin your life as husband and wife together.
just a sucker for a happy ending. I'm 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 just a sucker for a happy ending. For a happy ending.